Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm trying to keep this going. Um, it's hard. It's hard trying to keep this going, but we're gonna get it. We are up. The the numbers are 982. Uh, I really think I'm gonna be tearing up and screaming. So I will warn y'all when I go live with the once we hit that right number. I was experimenting yesterday because my son, who's African American, is into heavy metal slash death metal. So I asked him to give me some really hard, hard um, beats, beats, and he gave me some names, and I put them on, and I brought, in the instructions on the shorts, grass destruction, that type of music where they yell and scream, ah, you know. uh, okay, I'll make sure I check it out. I'll make sure I check it out. Yeah, but the peppers you be going be bit hot, but it's all good. Um, and I'm very excited. I got warned about making this video, but I'm hard headed and I gotta say what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's death metal. I gotta say what I gotta say because once again, the conversation proved, and I'm not gonna say names because I could say I mean, there's so many names, and that's not going to get my point across. I could say that, um, you know, some of this is going to be political. I'm gonna try not to because I know even Mike don't like, political talk, and I understand, and it might turn people. I might lose people. Hey, I understand, but I still got to say it. It's the plain fact that the our educational system, it just proves the failure of our educational system. It proves the failure of the fact that you don't even know the government that you belong to. Because we are not a democracy, we're actually a constitutional republic. We're not a democracy. If that was the case, slavery would probably still be around, okay? You know? Um, and I'm not even going to go into that. But the fact is that we believe the president doesn't matter if he was Democrat or Republican. We believe that the president of the United States is the savior. He's going to save all of us, and you know everything's going to be okay because the president says it's going to be okay. And the fact is that the president and the way they put this government together, they didn't give him the authority of King George. A certain retard tried to become King George, and a lot of fanatics don't want to accept that was freaking illegal. But I'm not talking about that this morning. But in a conversation that I heard yesterday, just went off. I was so upset, and I went off the deep end. So you might want to put the earplugs on because there might be some yelling and screaming today because the stupidity. And I'm sorry, I got to say it that way. Stupidity was running rampant. Ignorance was running rampant. The plain fact, if you take 5 freaking seconds and type in the line on your phone or on your computer, because we have that power now to go to Google and ask a question. Why is, and I'm going to get in deeper, but I'm not moving yet for the plain fact is I got to read some stuff off that I wrote down because I'm driving. I'll be driving. I'm not moving yet, but I'm giving you guys the introduction. Yeah, we're gonna be selling earplugs. We're gonna be selling earplugs. You know when I get when I get the thing. But the plain fact of the introduction of this, I gotta pull you guys in. We think the president of the United States is God. The black folks, when Obama was there, oh my God, we're free at last. And no, we're free at last. Thank God we're free at last. The president can only do but so freaking much. Yes, he can, he can do executive, but he can do executive, whatever they call those daggone things, or an executive order, but he can't go crazy with it. He can pardon people. He is also the commander-in-chief of our armed services. He can send the Sixth Fleet wherever. He can't start a war, but he can do but so much. His power is limited. Black people, white or black president cannot save us. Get it through your thick skull. They cannot save us. We have to, and I'm not talking about violently, but through voting, through our money, through our actions, we have to save ourselves. We have to come together and save our freaking selves. And this is not a black and white thing. This is a hey, some common sense and plain straight up stupidity. And if you don't like it, sorry, you're welcome to leave the channel. But this is straight up stupidity. And someone says, we need to worry about, and I'm gonna get into this a whole lot deeper. We need to worry about the United States of America. Well, guess what? Because everything has left the United States, years and years of letting commerce leave the United States, years and years of letting food production, we're selling off our land to other countries, years and years of what's the word? A production. Like, just plain stuff like a towel. It's made in China. Years and years of, things are starting slowly to come back. But most of the parts makers for our cars are all these other different freaking countries where this crap is made on such a low level. This stuff is made on such a poor, and we're abusing other countries of their resources. No wonder Africa's had enough and is telling us to get the hell out. We've abused our right. I remember I used to, I worked the rail yards for one point in time, and you could see. You'd open up the door. I remember I delivered Nike sneakers to one warehouse. I opened the door, and you could see footprints on the floor. It wasn't footprints from you. You're at a Nike warehouse that is making these sneakers, so you would think you'd see sneaker prints or shoes or anything. No, it was bare freaking feet. So wherever this came from, they were so poor that they couldn't even give the people that were making these daggone sneakers bare freaking feet. Do you see what I'm saying? The conscious, the fact that what we do to other countries, but that's not that's not where the subject I need to come. I need to reel it back in. Apologize. But I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys what I'm saying here. Now, I caught one thing, and this is what I wanted to talk about. Well, well, and they were talking about this one idiot, and I'm trying to stay away from the name. Well, everybody's a criminal. Well, they're all politicians are criminals. When you come back with the comeback, all politicians are criminals. You come on. And you're right, they probably are, but that's not a good comeback for the fact that you're blaming the president of the United States on the fuel prices, which is not his fault. He's got no power over it. The only thing that the president can do is reach into the we have backups, big giant, cavernous areas where they pump oil back into strategic, resources. He can reach into that and dump that into. He can dump that into the marketplace to bring it price down. The Republicans, when the president did that, the Republicans tried to pass a law. I don't know if it can't pass because he would have vetoed it. Trying to pass a law that's saying that the president can't do that no more. The president can't help the people. The president can only do what he can only do. But we blame president because of the gas prices. Blame it where the blame is. Put it where the blame is due. One of the major resources for our gas and fuel comes from Russia, the USSR. The other part of that comes from OPEC. And guess what? It used to be our friend. They ain't our friend no more. Saudi Arabia went to OPEC and said, look, we need to halt production. We need to, so that the prices of barrels would go up. So the prices of barrels of oil, which we need to make gasoline, what we need to make diesel, what we need to survive, they're forcing it to rise. The president can't do a daggone thing about it. Doesn't matter if he's Democrat or Republican. You can go talk to them and say, hey, please, can you pump some more oil? Can you please? But other than that, he can't do nothing. Now let me tell you this as a truck driver. A lot of places I go to, Charles will tell you too. A lot of places I go to, they charge you. You get charged $300, $400, $600 for a lumper to load that food and or commodities onto your truck. Then I have to take the high fuel prices. That, because we've got this blockade on Russia because of the genocide that they're doing. this blockade on Russia, the OPEC is slowing down production. Fuel prices are $4, $5, $6 a gallon for this truck for me to move this commerce for here to there, and then when I get to the to the consignee, it's raised. It's raised again because I have to pay another lumper $300 to $400 to take this crap off my truck. So guess, just take a wild freaking guess. Fuel prices, I had to pay to get it loaded onto the truck. I had to pay to get it offloaded off the truck. Guess who in the end has to pay for that? The consumer. That pack of oodles and noodles. Remember when oodles and noodles used to be 5 cents a pack? Now it's 13. It was, I remember years ago it was 13 cents, probably 25 to 50 cents to $1 a freaking oodle pack. That's why that stuff goes up. That's why, and yes, inflation or whatever. But the president ain't got jack to do with that. If you just take a minute and Google why prices are raising, if you just take a minute and use your head and Google or do a search engine, we don't have encyclopedias no more. I don't trust the news, but if you just take a second and do a little research, I'm not saying a lot, a little. You say, hey, Google, why the prices were going up. Well, I don't care. We need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, you're right. But the fact is, I didn't get a chance to write it down. But we give foreign aid to so many countries. So if you're saying that we don't need to be giving no money to, this country that was destroyed, then we need to stop sending money to Israel, which we've been doing since they were created. We need to stop sending money to Egypt. We need to stop sending money to South Africa. South Africa is getting to be a part of BRICS, and they're a part of BRICS, and they're trying to tank the dollar. So why are we sending them billions of dollars? So if you want to really look at it, we send money to all of these countries in Africa, trying to coerce them to do our bidding. If that's the case, then we need to just mind our damn business and pull it all out. We need to go over into you're right. The bases are close to the USSR, but we have the ability to move everything and anything from the United States. We need to take all those freaking bases that we have in Germany, that we pay hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's just use some common sense here. Take one base and move that back to the United States. Put it in the middle of the Mississippi somewhere. You will build up a juggernaut and bring jobs back to the United States. Think about it. But again, I'm going way past off the deep end. But let's go back to middle field. Well, I'm going, the price of chicken. I was going to say it's not a tax, but I'm frustrated now. I'm frustrated that we so ignorant that we just sit here and I just sat there and just Googled. I said, why? I said, Google, why is the price of chicken so high? I just sat there and said, why is the price of chicken so high? Do you guys know that we are in the midst of another We're in the midst of a crisis, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all, the chicken is so high. A dozen eggs, a dozen eggs is $6.95. It's the president's fault. Do you know there's an outbreak? There's an outbreak, a bird flu influenza outbreak enters second year. It's cost the government $661 million to battle this influenza outbreak. Last time it happened was 2015. Did y'all know that? But we so quick to eat this, this these genetically modified animals that grow, and it's probably the reason why they're getting sick. A regular chicken, if we bought a regular chicken, we were down in in Costa Rica. If we bought a regular chicken back from Costa Rica, a regular a hatchling from Costa Rica, and we put it with something that was made for us in the United States. The United States chicken would grow so much quicker, and half the time they say that the chickens are they're so fat and something wrong with them that they can't even stand. And they keep the chicken houses. Charles will tell you because he picks them up because you can see them on the side of the road. Half the chicken houses, they had a whole thing about it. Oh, we open up the windows so the chicken. No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, they're free range chickens. Okay, where's that at? Those chickens are they're so fat and obese that half the time they can't stand. So guess what? When you modify the chicken for so long, they get sick real freaking quick. Okay, more than 58 million birds have been slaughtered. 58 million chickens and turkeys have been slaughtered to limit the spread of this virus. Farmers lost over $1 billion, and they see no end in sight. And like I said, over 58 million birds have been slaughtered in more than 300 commercial farms in the 47 states in the United States. Once one chicken has this on a farm, the whole farm has to be euthanized to limit the spread of this virus. That's why that is why the price of an omelet has risen. That is why the price of chicken has risen. That is why the price of poultry has gone through the roof. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's true. Think about this. It's not even about. Well, actually, it is about the immigrants, like you said, Charles. It is, and what we do. It's about the hatred. The hatred fuels people to vote for us or them or whatever. But most of the time, the people that are the bosses or whatever are these. And I'm trying to stay away from the political part. But they're Republicans with the money to be the boss and the whatever. And who's running? Guess who they're employing to save money? They interviewed an African American dude who is a carpenter. He says, "Oh yeah, y'all reeking what y'all sow in Florida because instead of hiring me to build your house, which I make 40 something bucks an hour, you hired two or three immigrants to do the job. Now, hello, now they all left the state because they don't want to get sent home. But why can't we? Okay, let's ask this question. In other countries, we can go to other countries, spend our money because these folks spend billions of dollars there, and they send millions and millions home. They buy, they you know, they do all that. You can become in certain countries. You can stay there. You just have to leave once a year for 1 month. Then you're welcome to come back. Why can't we come up with something like that? Why can't we come up with something like that? But we put out our ignorance when we all you have to do is take 5 freaking minutes and Google. I didn't even know. I did know, but I didn't know. And it didn't dawn on me. I was like, well, that's why the price of eggs are high. But then I remember, well, this influenza can get a regular chicken too. A regular chicken. This is why these prices are through the roof. Things are coming back to roost. These processes. Half of 99.9% of the country don't want our stuff that we make here, animal products and all of that stuff, because of all what we do to these animals. We're killing our own self off. We're killing our own self. Right. Let me get on the road. I'll sit here. And see, this is what I'm saying. If you notice, that's why I put in the, and yeah, it's funny, haha, but it's still the truth. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have a degree. I do have a degree in life, but I don't have a degree to say that I got a doctorate in whatever, so I can sit here and tell you what I'm saying is right. We can agree to disagree, but the facts don't lie. The fact is, we're still fighting a bird flu, and they cannot produce enough animals. They can't produce enough animals to feed this obese population that we become. I say that because I'm big my dang self. This obese population that we become, our portion sizes. Oh, do you want to super duper size that, sir? Then we wonder why we got high blood pressure, diabetes, heart problems, um, breathing problems. Oh, oh, you're 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 fat shaming me. Yeah, I am because you got 4 sets of tits. Uh, I, I got to put on a girdle so you don't see the blubber. Well, stop eating. Stop eating up everything. Stop eating all this poison. Learn how to grow something. I wish I, boy, I tell you, I promise you, if I was home more, if I did a 9 to 5, I'd have me a garden. I ain't supposed to, but I'd have it in an area where the home HOA. I'd have it on my deck. I'd have it somewhere. I'd be growing me a garden and eating more vegetables. Cause these people trying to take us out. When you know better, you do better. That's where the original that's where the original definition came from, was black folks with the woke, being woke. Woke is understanding that the man is trying to take you out. Woke is understanding that they don't care about you. We have to fix ourselves. Woke is going back to the old practices that you did back in Africa, back in the old country. That's woke. Not this thing about the rainbow coat. Oh, come on, man. Liberalism. Do you know most black folks that go to church are actually conservative, but they don't want to vote for all the you know we're voting. When we vote, we're voting for the lesser of two evils. That ain't gonna change. Not in the United States. We're voting for the lesser of two evils. That ain't gonna change. But to sit there and say, and you gotta learn about karma. If you want to know and put the blame where it's supposed to be. They're fighting a it ain't the scene, the bug that we've been fighting. They're fighting their own problems. These, and I'm just trying to figure out the logic in that. Okay, I'm gonna vote for this one. I'm gonna vote for that one because I want to eat my chicken. You just you, you're literally just what's the word? Propagate. I'm making up a big word. I don't even know what I'm saying. You're literally throwing out there. You're literally saying, uh, you know, they already think, everybody always think, oh, black people love chicken. I don't love chicken that much. I eat a whole lot less since I know they're fighting a bug or whatever. The chickens got the flu. Come on, man. Come on, I bring it every day. Come on, man. What the heck? Yo, my truck brakes went off because it seen a sign overhead sign. Oh, child, I'm having one of them problems. Jesus. But guys, I tried my best not to make it political, and tried my best. If you think I was attacking you, that's on you, not on me. But when you come out and you don't even know the facts, let's throw some facts out there. Let's throw some facts. The fact is that farmers have lost billions of dollars, billions. The fact is that one of our major pork industries, Smithfield, was bought up by a Chinese company, and we know that China actually The government, Chinese government, controls all of the companies in China, one way or another. Bought up, bought up one of the bigger, productions, Smithfield. You see what I'm saying? We're selling away our commerce, and we're allowing things to happen because of the money. You know, think about that. Now, those two things right there would cause me to eat more vegetables, to move towards more of the vegetarianism and slow down on my food production. You know, I'm just trying to bring some form of understanding to the fact that this is what's going on. I was talking to Charles that boy, we're gonna, you know, things gonna get worse, and what we're leaving our kids might not be what we're in right now. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's just like sometimes you have to, when you tell somebody something or correct somebody, sometimes you have to um, watch what you say, because when you'll say it in such the wrong way, and I probably said it the wrong way today, and I'm sorry, I just had to say it the way I knew I needed to say it. But I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I'm on you. I'm not YouTube, but Facebook, and a new truck driver that me and Charles know, we kind of laugh about. A new truck driver said something which I knew was completely wrong, and I sent him a message. Hey, bro, who told you that? Because he says Charles knows I've done it a few times. I'm only allowed to drive a certain amount of hours per day, per week, and per week. And when I go over those hours, it's called I'm in default. And it looks bad. Too many of those can get me into a whole lot of, I can get dinged on my CSA 2012, and then I can get, and when I'm run into a scale house and I get inspected, if it's spotted in 1 week, I can get a ticket for that. Or my CSA 12 score points go. The worse my CSA 12 points come, then I can one lose my job and it's hard to find a job. It's called the slow kill. So you try your best not to do it a lot, but sometimes you have to do it. If you get caught in traffic, you get caught at the shipper and they say you can't stay here, you have to leave. You got to go find you a parking spot. You still have to move. My heart used to race. I used to get so upset. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like someone had a gun in my head. And having someone who's driven for 30 years give me advice to say, hey, man, turn the volume down on the computer and just go find your spot and then explain, look, shipper told me I had to leave. I had to go find a safe haven. These things you have to do. I can't by law because I got placards on this vehicle. I can't park on an off ramp. It's against the law for me. So I have to find real parking. But the guy said that you can, he says, yeah. They're taking, they're putting cones and situation on the off ramp, so we can't park there no more. Well, first of all, bro, you ain't supposed to park there. That's the first problem. You ain't supposed to park there. And it's like what, a $250 ticket somewhere around there. If the cops, most areas cops will leave you alone, but some they can't wait. Like Ohio, they can't wait to spot you behind doing something wrong. So when you're as a truck driver, you know certain states. I got to I got to plan my situation to get through a state that I know is going to give me a hard time. You know that as a truck driver, as an experienced truck driver, you know this. But what he was saying is there's like a $650 fine that you get if you go over, your daily drive time of your 70. And I sent him a, hey bro, who told you that? And it said, who told you that? And who do you have to pay that to? And in other words, I'm asking, is the company making you pay a $600 fine to them? That's against the law. That's against the law. And I would call the labor board, or he said, no, my trainer told me that. And again, I remember sending him a message, bro, just so you know, most trainers only got a few months on you. So the guy that trained this guy probably has only been driving for a couple of months more than he has, because an experienced driver like Charles, they don't, or myself, I can actually say now, I've been doing this for 11 years, 11, 12, I think. An experienced driver ain't stupid enough to let you in their truck. Their truck is their baby. Their truck is their truck is their home. They're not letting no ignorant behind, testosterone driven, and yeah, we do have women drive their truck. They're not. They're not. Charles will tell you, oh, man, look at my baby. I, I got to go get it washed. I'm not going to here because all they do is move dirt around. I got to get my thing washed and my tanks polished and all that. You boy, you see this nasty behind truck I'm driving in. Fuck that. Bump that mess. But I don't own it either. I don't own it either. And I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I just said it. we, but I'm gonna start the afternoon videotaping my the 18 wheelers passing me by and adding music to it. I don't think that the old rock and roll, I'm getting a whole lot of views. The new stuff, the heavy metal, I'm gonna hold on and see where that go. I'm gonna add different music, and I'm gonna grow. I might by mid, all I need is what? I don't need that much to make it over the top, but it's been fun doing it. Hey, that one Charles said, I done remixed that 3 or 4 times. And see, this is what I'm saying, guys. Whatever works for you, put that out there. Whatever works for you, put that out there on your YouTube channel. Um, get those shorts out there. Add a little music to it. You know, I find that I'm start taking some more pictures. I'm finding I'm doing all thumbnails and writing all these big words and stuff like that to attract more people. And we're figuring out getting it in there. I've ordered 2 shirts. Um, Next week, I'm gonna order 2 more shirts. Well, 2 automatically going to Charles and Mike, my Hot Pepper Mike. But then I'm gonna give away. I'd like to give away between 4 or 6 shirts. So when we have only 7 people, 6 to 7 people, We're gonna have enough to give away to everybody that normally comes in. Everybody, you get a shirt, and you get a shirt, and you get a shirt, and I maybe do like a $25 giveaway or something like that. I'm trying to figure out. I ain't rich. I ain't even trying to fake the funk like I am. You know what I mean. I'm trying to figure this out and have fun doing it. And again, it's you know I understand we get frustrated, but you got to understand these things happen in life. Remember, the price of homes. I think my father paid 21 or $27,000 in 1967 for our first home. You know, the home that I live in now, it's going to be our forever home, and it's almost triple. Now, I wouldn't say triple, but dang that close. I ain't gonna say what the price is. Ain't none of y'all business. But these things are happening, and getting frustrated and blaming everybody else. It's just this is how the world works. We have to understand that and deal with it. And deal with it. And if we're gonna vote for these politicians, the question you need to ask: Hey, man, are y'all gonna when are y'all gonna learn how to balance the books? If I gotta balance my checkbook, you guys need to learn how to balance yours. Stop having your hand out for every daggone thing, and reach down and grab somebody and help them up. We don't want to help nobody but ourselves. But everybody else helps. We don't want to buy from us. And I'm not saying that in a prejudiced way or a bigoted way. I'm saying that is, we only we'll buy from everybody else, but we won't buy from the small businessman or businesswoman. I don't have much, but yo, I'm buying my stuff from I'm buying. I want to help this person out, and I like the stuff that this person produces. We have other people. If you want to grow your business, y'all might want to go to her page and listen to what that woman's saying. Because in the emails, I'm treated with respect. In the email, I'm shown respect, and look, even when it's sent to me, look, she said it's gonna cost $12 total to send you your order. And apologize. I'm sorry. The prices don't went up. I'm sorry. And I was like, no problem. I know you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm not going, well, I'm going to so and so because they're cheaper. And honestly they ain't. But I'm getting such good customer service that I'm going back again. And the only problem is, and I think I figured it out. Those QR codes. Some of them, if you don't pay for it, it's locked out. I got to find out if that's true or not. And when I sent the QR code, it probably worked, and then 10 days later, it don't work no more. But I had a new shirt, and the QR code didn't work. But the other QR code that I had, I put on my door, on the cruise, that one worked. So we got to figure out what's going on. But I'm seeing, and I'm going to emulate that type of customer service if I ever decide to have my own business or do my own business. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. We don't have to be ignorant. But we have to. You got to start using your head. We don't have to be understanding. Yes, we can agree to disagree, but if you're going to say something, have have the education, have the knowledge to back it up. Have that. Guys, it's just my opinion. It's just my whatever you want to call it. It's just my opinion, and it's only worth as far as I can throw it, which is what to the windshield is a couple of inches. You know what I'm saying? Might be at less than half a foot. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm freaking saying. Woo. I'm just gonna be going for a few hours a day. Oh, I just read what you said. Yeah, we're gonna be doing. I want to do a giveaway because I still don't have the hours. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be transparent. But um I'm almost at the halfway point for the 4,000. I'm at like 18. I'm at 1872. That's great. I'm like, look, that's why I'm doing like my lawn and I'm doing my little other things and that stuff's adding up. It's starting to quote. Some days it goes down. Some days I'm pushing forward. This is what we gotta do. It's giving me I do have a hint of OCD, and it's giving me a purpose other than sitting on my fat ass, driving all day long, and eating cheeseburgers. It's giving me a purpose, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving every minute of it because of this. It's giving me a purpose. This is giving me a purpose. It's giving me something to wake up in the morning and say, hey, let me check so and so's channel, see how they doing. Here, and I bring it every day. She just giggle all day, all day, every day, and that is enjoyable because that's what I feel like. My wife, we were talking. I have to put up healthy boundaries with her because she's going through something with her sister. Her sister just says any whatever she wants to say. She's very blunt, and you can be hurtful to people. Look, I have went from meeting normal. I went from damn near 350 with a size 44 going to a 40. I don't know. I don't even remember what's bigger than a 44 pants. But that's wearing a tent. And the lowest I've become in being with this woman is a size 36 pants. And this few and a few certain weeks I can still wear them without the blood not making it to my being not making it to my lower extremity. But I remember one time I lost all the weight, then I started gaining back, and she says, "I I see you gained it all back, not gaining back, but I see you gained it all back." I mean, you was just real blunt about it, and I'm like, "Damn, you didn't have to say it like that." And she just, and this is years she would say, small jabs, and I had to tell Norman, "Look, I, I'm about to say something. I'm about to say something to your sister." And oh, she's just like that. Well, Charles will tell you about Gravy. I'm gonna tell that story again. Probably not today, but Charles will tell you about Gravy that I had to tell one of the other sisters off. And it comes a point where you got to say something. Well, because we let stuff ride and ride because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. But people that are already hurt, already they're so used to being spoiled rotten, they can say anything to anybody. They just say what they want to say and think it's okay. I'm just keeping it 100. Well, if I was keeping it 100, you wouldn't be standing here either. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, when I said this, I'm saying this on this live. I've held back a lot of stuff because I don't want people to think I'm attacking any individual. But I'm just saying this is out there that people are. I've noticed not just yesterday, but everybody. Well, why are the prices going up on chicken? Why are the prices going up on eggs? Why the price? Oh, hit the Google fucking button. Sorry, hit the Google button. Know that we're in the second year of battling an influenza, a bird flu into influenza outbreak. Hey, Urban, how you doing? We're in the second year of this. Billions of chickens have been killed because we have to stop the spread. So just because someone said it yesterday does not mean that I'm attacking you. So just so you know this, just so you know this. So just because someone, I'm just tired of hearing it because the fact is this is what's going on. Just Google it. Why? Just Google bird flu. Why the prices of eggs? Just Google why the prices of eggs in the United States going up? If you think I'm lying and attacking you, just Google that. Ask yourself. Oh no, hey Bourbon, not these are not my normal hours, Saturday and Sunday. You know that. This is not my normal time. But I'm doing the unbiased, not unbiased, Miss V's challenge to to rewrite to rewrite the what do you call it, dang to rewrite the algorithm, to point this algorithm at me. I need the algorithm to see little old me. And guess what? It's working. The algorithm is seeing me. I'm at 980. This morning I was at 982. 982. So I'm up here mumbling and starting shit, and technically I'm not because someone's gonna think I'm attacking them, but I'm just letting it be known about the fact is that it's not our fault. It might be our fault because of this genetically modified animals that are growing at a pace that their immune systems can't handle that 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 bird flu. Might be that. I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a physicist. I'm not a scientist. I'm not even a veterinarian. Like I said, for entertainment purposes only. Host has no idea what he's doing, just likes doing it. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but all I know is how to read Google. You know what I'm saying? I know you missed live yesterday. I was like, I'm looking for you. I'm like, she had another day off. So if you're going live, I'll be looking. I'm working all day. I'm about to get off here in a second. So if you're going live, go ahead, go live. Just let me know, and everybody, y'all need to go over to Urban. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna hit you up. But I'm getting excited. Everybody knows on this channel that I'm highly emotional. So you might see when I pass that 1,000 mark, I will put on the thumbnail. Fair warning: there will be yelling and screaming on this video, because I'm going to be screaming, "Thank you, Jesus," and thank everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank. I want to thank all the little peoples. I want to thank all the little peoples for helping me on my way and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop because I think I done said enough bull crap and baloney. But but again, guys, if you're gonna say something and you're gonna blame someone, and this is what we all do, man. You need to blame the education system because you weren't taught right. I'm sorry. What do you mean by that? Well, just common sense. Just okay. I don't understand this situation. Let me Google it. That's why Google makes billions and billions of dollars. They give you that information. You can't go like old school and go, well, let me go check my encyclopedia. You know, and a lot of the statistics I read off was from 2022. I'm hoping we're not still sending money to Afghanistan, especially because the Taliban freaking took it over. I didn't even tell you that we're sending money to Afghanistan. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mike been up all night. Okay, clean the coop. Yeah, at least your chickens are genetically modified. But let me. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I think I said enough. I think I put my foot in my mouth enough today. Um, and say just look, just God bless you. Gotcha. And now you got me. You got me reading what you said. Let me stop for fun of driving into the bush. But let me go ahead and shut it down. Thank God. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Thanks for helping me grow. Thanks for helping me. Um, thanks for the folks that are coming in on the remix. You're well appreciated. Um, thanks for the advice. Thanks for the interaction. If y'all get a chance, please, please, please hit the like button. Um, and I guess I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. And tomorrow's the I'm heading home video. So, and as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, and especially on Sunday, know that I love you and God loves you too. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out. Oh, definitely. Y'all watch Mike's video. He's coming out later on today.